Hello everyone, Jen here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. As you can see, we are in Dashhounds Creek in Brindleton Bay. This is a weird little lot, and there's one next to it that are not really attached to the road. There's a house on the beach, kind of across the street, if you will, that's also not attached to a road in any way, shape, or form. These three lots have always been so weird to me, and it's been hard figuring out what to put on them because they're not really attached to roads, and I just can't wrap my mind around them being regular residential lots. So for this one, I decided to build a camp. But before we get into that, if you enjoy this video, if you're enjoying my channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. We are close to 500. We're at 465 at the time of making this video, and I can't even tell you how much I appreciate the support. You have no idea. And every time you hit the like button, you tell YouTube that my channel should be shown to more people. So I appreciate each and every one of you, believe me. And one other thing. Do you like the style of my speed builds? Do you like it that I just jump right in and get right to the action? Do you like my speed builds not having face cam on them? I kind of like speed builds to not have face cam on them, especially if the speed build doesn't have any other version to it. So what I mean is you have some simmers who live stream and then they take those live streams and they edit them down for YouTube content, and they will do speed builds occasionally, and naturally that has face cam on it because it came from a live stream or whatever. And then you have simmers who don't do any face cam at all on any kind of builds at all. What do you guys prefer to see? For speed builds, for me, it's all about the build. And as long as I'm not doing them on live stream, I don't see the point in having face cam because I want the build to take up the whole screen and be the focus of your attention, not me. What do you guys think? That is my dog in the background, by the way. She is chewing on a bone, and so she is just really going to town on it right now. I am really sorry. Anyways, back to this particular speed build. So these lots in Brindleton Bay are a little bit weird to me, and I never know what to do with them. Never. Like, I might do a few more similar options to this in the near future, but this was just like a starting off point of kind of what I was going for. But I figure, why not have them be camping spots? Like, particularly the one that is by the little creek and the one that is next to that, that's kind of up on the hill, and there's that little pond next to it. Why not have that be a little miniature, almost campground like space? Now, only one sim or sim family can rent each lot if you use it as a vacation rental, which means it would be a very, very small two-family campground. But that's the closest I could think of on what to do with these lots. I have some other ideas as well, like maybe community garden type lots, or I don't know, maybe something from Eco Living or Eco Lifestyle or whatever it's called, something like that. Maybe some kind of generic like outdoor bar situation like in the Werewolf Pack, something along those lines. I don't know, I'm playing around with some ideas for my save file, and this was just one potential idea. A two camper either vacation or residential rental. If you use it as a residential rental, then it becomes an apartment lot, which admittedly would be kind of weird, I guess, to have it be a residential, like, apartment lot, which is why I was thinking of it more as a vacation rental. But then you always have one trailer that are, or not trailer, these are campers, not trailers. They're campers that are kind of permanently or semi-permanently stationary. But yes, these are campers, by the way. They're not trailers. They're not any other type of housing. They're meant to be campers that can be moved. They're just put on a semi-permanent foundation. You'll see what I mean inside when we get to that part of the build. But anyways, I totally forgot what I was saying. My dogs are being so distracting today. They're playing, they're chomping on stuff, they're being really whiny and noisy. They do not like it when I come back here to the recording room at all. And you'd think I've been using this recording room again now for what, at least 2 weeks? No, it has to be longer than 2 weeks. Like a month maybe? And they're still not happy with it. They still get annoyed with me when I come back here. I need to get them their own little, like, doggy couch or something to go behind me, because maybe they'll be more comfortable if they're not laying on the floor, and then they won't be so whiny. I don't know, but they're being kind of pains lately. But to me, anyways, back to the build, sorry, it just works better as a vacation rental. You can take a family there. If you have a multi-generational family, if you have a multi-generational family, it probably works really well. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do with these lots. This is just one option, though. Maybe what I'll do is I'll build a bunch of different options for these couple of back lots here. And then at the end of the summer, I'll have you guys decide via poll which ones you think should go back here on these 2 lots in Brindleton Bay for the save file. How about that? So this is the first option, a small little camping area in the upper lot that's above the hill from this one. I'll make that one a tent camping area. And then, yeah, maybe down the road I'll do the 2 community lot type things from Eco Living or Eco Lifestyle. I can never remember what that's called, but I'll do the 2 I'll do 2 of the lot types from that, like maybe community garden and, I don't know, maker space maybe? I don't know. I can't really decide. But anyways, I'll do that, and I have a couple other ideas for these spots as well. So yeah, maybe I'll just work on these off and on through the summer, and you can tell me which ones you like the best for these 2 backlots in Brindleton Bay, and we'll go from there. I am still working on a save file. I am working on it very slowly. Like I said, I don't purposely make lots for it. I make lots that intrigue me, inspire me, something I'm trying to get better at. Like this one, I would not say that I'm super great at making these kinds of things, and I definitely need more practice, which I'm going to be doing this summer. And so I wanted to make one of these types of lots to practice making them. And then once I get really good at a type of house that I like, and I think that I've gotten it to the point where I really think it could fit in somewhere in the save file, then I take that lot and I add it to the save file. So far, I only have a few houses in the save file. I have that pink and green Streamlit single that I made a long time ago now, or at least it feels like a long time ago, where I added on a nursery to it. That is my like main sim, Grace Harbor, that I use for everything. That is her house. And then I have the BFF duplex in that save file because I really love how that duplex turned out. I think it was really awesome. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I really liked how that duplex turned out. Okay, so we're going with it in the save file. There are a few others that I've considered putting in the save file. I'm still considering putting in the save file. I sort of have them in there temporarily as like this might look good here, I might keep this here type of deal. But they're not permanent the way those first two houses are. One of those lots is like a little plaza I made when Home Chef Hustle first came out, and it's just like this little paved area in on the Fern Park lot in Newcrest, and it's just lined with selling tables from all the different packs to sell, different stuff at, including the selling table from Home Chef Hustle to sell food at. And the sad thing is only one sim will sell stuff at these tables. So while I love the idea of this plaza lot, it's not very practical or usable, and it does break the immersion because no other sims are using any of the other tables. So I'm still considering that one and maybe thinking about doing something else there. But you get the idea, right? That's what I'm going for here. I make lots. I see if I'm good enough at making that type of lot first, and then I see if I like that type of lot, if it works within the game, if it looks well enough to add to a save file, and then I decide if I want to add it or not. That's kind of how I'm going about it. This one I did have in mind that I might want to add it to the save file, and I'm practicing building these little camper type houses. So it's kind of a 2-for-1 deal. And I haven't decided yet if I like this particular lot enough. I kind of feel like I don't, because unless you turn it into an apartment lot, it's a little bit weird to have two campers on the one lot. So I might do another version of this that only has one camper and it's meant for one family, and it really truly is just a vacation rental lot. But I still need to, in all honesty, it turned out good, and it's a cute little lot just to play around with in your game. But I still have some practice to do on making these campers. I don't love building these types of lots because my sims are really dumb and they get stuck really easily. I don't see anybody else having the same kind of problems with their sims getting stuck that I have. For instance, I can foresee an issue where that bathroom my sims will not use. Other people, they do that and their sims are just fine with it. My sims just won't. I can also see my sims having routing issues using the Murphy beds as well. That's something my sims struggle with a lot too. I don't understand why my game has so many routing issues when everybody else can pack so many things into such a tight space, and their sim is like, whatever, we'll use it all anyways. My sims are just really incredibly dumb, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, so as you can see, these campers started out one way and I dramatically changed them. the end spot was supposed to be the primary or adult bedroom. There was supposed to be a bunk out in the main part of the camper. It did not quite work out that way because there was no seating space then available. I was afraid the Sims wouldn't be able to use it, is what I was afraid of. So I ended up shrinking, making the bedroom space a little bit smaller to include a kids sleeping area in there. And then I put this Murphy bed out in the main area for the parents, adults, whatever, to use as a sleeping spot. I thought that worked better. I have a couple other ideas for how to fit this stuff in and still make it a small camper like a build, but honestly, even this is a massively huge camper. I'd like to even shrink this down a little bit more. I'd like to see just how small I can get it and still fit 4 Sims in it and have a space for them to cook if it's raining or snowing or something outside. I'm still kind of aiming for that, but we'll see. I don't know how good I am at this, and I haven't tested this lot yet, but I'm fairly certain that because my Sims are dumb and I set all of my lots up for my Sims to not have routing issues, that this lot should not be a problem at all for anyone else because, like I said, I seem to have the dumbest Sims of all with the most routing issues ever. So, anyways, yeah, I'd like to practice these little campers and see if I can't make them just a little bit smaller yet. Like maybe 3 wide instead of 4 wide. And maybe shrink that living room kitchen area down even a little bit more, maybe by like a tile or two, just so it fits in with the size of the vehicles in the game. And maybe the next one I build, I'll actually put a vehicle next to it so you can kind of see the scale of what I'm talking about. If I put a vehicle next to this is actually a really big house. So, yeah, I think I need to work on being able to shrink it down even more. Maybe make them a little covered area where the grill can be so they don't have to have any inside cooking. But would that be weird? I think that might be weird, right? I don't know. We'll have to play around with it and see. I've seen some really good camper builds over the years, though, and people are able to really pack a lot into a small space. So maybe I'm just being overly needy and wanting too much stuff in my campers. I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of what this build is all about. And then we have the second one. The second one went a lot faster because I had already known what to do, where to do it, how to do it. I already did all the practicing on the first camper. So this one I was able to just go in and decorate quickly, which was nice because I felt like I was taking too long already as it was, and I didn't want to take too much longer at figuring this out. I just changed the color scheme and a little bit of the furniture is really all I did. Oh, the other camper was made for potentially up to 2 children, teenagers. This one is made for an infant, but you could get rid of the crib and put a toddler there instead, but it's set up for a smaller child, a little child, a baby or a toddler. Other than that, the campers are very, very similar, just slightly differently decorated based on the feeling that I got. I know that's a little weird, but I got like one feeling from the pink camper and I got a totally different feeling from the yellow camper. So I kind of went with that for the decorating style. And I chose pink and yellow because to me, pink, yellow, and like a light green, maybe something similar to cyan or aqua, but very much more towards the green side of things rather than the blue side of things. Those three colors together to me just say summer. It just screams summer. This is summer. Watermelon and lemonade and popsicles and camping and playing in the water, and I don't know, those three colors together just scream summer to me. And so I'm always using those three colors together to get a feel. And what do you know, we're done. So let's get into the walkthrough. As you can kind of see here, this lot is tucked under and below that like freeway looking space. We do have a mailbox and a trash can over there. This is an off the grid lot, so we have the water collector. We had a little pool there for toddlers. We've got the little s'mores set up here for roasting marshmallows and stuff. There's a little lemonade tray there on the pink side. Each camper has its own like grilling out area with a little picnic table and a cooler for snacks. I put a blanket on the ground for the littler kids. There's water balloons there. There's even a bird feeder back behind so that they can feed and attract birds. So let's go inside the pink camper first. The entryway is very small, but you don't need a big entryway in a camper. You have the living room, kitchen area. There's no real dining room. They either eat on the couch, on the floor, standing up, or most likely will go out to the picnic table as long as it's not thunderstorming outside. I think they will avoid it if it's raining too, but mostly just if it's thunderstorming. You have the tiny little compact bathroom, and then you have the kids' bedroom here with the two beds for potentially up to 2 kids or teenagers. There's that blanket for the babies. There's a few toys there, some pillows for the babies and the toddlers. There's that swimming pool off in the distance again. And then we go inside the yellow one, which looks almost identical, just slightly differently decorated. Very wood tones and yellows and stuff. That compact bathroom again. And then this time it is an infant and or toddler room back here. So I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to keep practicing making these and we'll see where we get with building these little campers. But if you did, don't forget to comment as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.